Well, good morning and welcome back into the Melrose showroom here in Dallas. We are in showroom 310. We are celebrating our fourth of 6 new collections today. This happens to be Golden Era. And the first thing that you're going to notice here in Golden Era is that everything supports the glow and the warmth of the sun. We are celebrating retro sunsets and also kind of modern retro resort vibes throughout this entire collection. So we're going to see some natural elements. This table has 2 of the most breathtaking new vases that we have, but you're also going to see reflective surfaces of gold here. And so everything kind of makes you happy. Like here we are first thing this morning. I'm coming into the showroom. I'm ready to do Golden Era. And I have to say, just stepping into this area makes me happy. Katie even said it. Mom, you're glowing. You're glowing standing there. I'm like, well, I'm glowing because I have the light here with me, but just the reflection of all of this gold here that you have here in Golden Era, you can't help to be happy. So we're going to start with some new products that we have. We have 2 lanterns here on this front table. This first one is actually the smaller of the 2. You can call it a lantern or a candle holder, but it's got that nice, vibrant gold. This is a shiny, shiny metallic gold that you're going to have rimmed around the top of that candle holder and, of course, along the lantern itself. It pairs beautifully with this rounded tray that we have here in the back. I'm going to try this. I don't know how this is going to work out. Katie, let's see if we can move this and let you see the reflection there, because it is a golden reflection in that golden mirror. And so you're going to have a beautiful surface to work with there, but it also just looks lovely with you're going to put whatever products that you're going to put sitting right on top of that. But this is a substantial focal piece that you're going to have to work with on any of the tables throughout your entire store. Really pretty pieces that you're working with here with that lantern, this tray, and then we're going to move from some of our containers that we're bringing back, some newer ones that we're bringing in, some bestsellers that we have combined, but these 2. These are seagrass, the first 2 that we have in this collection to show you. These have that linear height, and look at what the designers did. I mean, this is gorgeous to look at all these forsythia branches that are coming out. This is a new spray that we have. It has a whole lot of branches on it, but just that nice fresh bloom that you get early in the spring. And again, it's that nice warm yellow color. You're going to notice that we're going to see greens, yellows, and oranges here that kind of remind you of the 70s. But instead of being older, we've got a new modern look to those colors, and we have freshened those up quite a bit. The other thing that you're going to notice here is the design style. So we're stealing a little bit from mid-century modern, and then we're combining it with those 70s colors. But then when you add things like natural finishes in seagrass vases, this is just beautiful here. The shaping is gorgeous. That nice smooth curve that comes around the side of the vase. These are exceptional. I think every store should be taking a look at these vases and bringing them in for this season. I could go through the showroom and cherry pick a few things that I think are just really exceptional pieces, and those are a couple of them. This is the larger of the lanterns that I was talking about over on the side. This one has the handle in the middle, a little bit different. And again, is it a lantern? Is it a candle holder? You can decide. It does have the clear space here, and then it has the glass on the inside to circle your candle that you are featuring. We're going to come over here to this shelf, and we're going to take a look at some of the other new SKUs that are coming in that we have. And the first thing we're going to see in the corner are 2 of our geometric featured design details on a vase. So these have that sunset orange look to them, or kind of a terracotta look. But these are linear, and so we're looking at a kind of linear vase here. If you like this style, we have this in a very nice green that I already showcased over in English Garden, but they're wider. So we have a wider container for each, same heights, but wider, and it has the same pattern along the side. I think these are very nice and modern, but understated at the same time. Then, of course, if we come across, we're going to look at some pretty butterflies and florals that are tucked inside there. Our first of our 2 new wreaths that are presented here in this area. This one has the nice creams and whites and greens. And so we're celebrating that with some of our sunflowers. And the first that is actually going to show you, this is kind of a fun thing, the wisps. I don't know what else to call them. They're wisps. And so they're sticking out of the wreath here, and they add a lot of layer of texture and a lot of design feature. I like them. I like those little wisps that just pop out of a wreath or pop out of a display, and that's the first one that I'm going to point out to you. We're going to see a few more. Across the top of this shelf, we do have our dolomite pots. We have several. We have several that sit flat on the shelf. I know that makes a difference to some of you buyers. You tell me all the time, is it flat or does it have feet? Well, we have some that are flat, and then we have some back here that have these nice little feet on them. The patterns The patterns of these are going to feature some of those same sunset colors that we were talking about, but did you notice some of them kind of look like palms or fronds? We're seeing a little bit of that, things and items that you would catch on a vacation, something like that. And these are dolomite that we're seeing here, and all of these here on this top shelf. If we drop down, we're going to see a couple of new ceramic ones, but we're going to pass the birds on the way. And so we do have a couple of resin birds here. Very modern looking design style. We don't see the eye, we don't see the face, but they do have a nice little light in the inside that comes with this little switch down in the bottom that you can turn that on with. The other containers that are new here on this shelf that I wanted to point out are these. These are a ceramic that are here. So if you're looking for ceramic containers, these have a nice rough surface on them. Those are the two you want to take a look at. We're going to slide over to this next table. And here we have some vases that are very modern, very smooth. This is a very smooth surface that we have here, but they have an embossing of a branch with a berry, and it's a very thick embossing. So I just want to make sure that you know this is not subtle by any means. You're going to be able to see this from quite a distance away. I know Katie's giving you a nice tight look at this, but this is a nice deep pattern embossing. And we've thrown some sweet peas in here. This is the green. We're going to look at this on the botanical wall at the end, and some branches. Now these branches happen to be in dark academia. If you're looking for branch pieces, we got a couple new colors that just came out, and we have some that have some floral on them as well. So make sure to talk to your Melrose sales rep about all the new branches and sweet peas. I know I've seen at least 3 colors of the sweet pea that are coming out this season. They're really fun. I love the little curlicue. Isn't the little curlicue cute? I love that vine coming off there like that. It's perfect. Now here's the first set of 2 new lanterns we have in Golden Era. These is the nice bronzed aged look to them. They're burnished on the edges. They've got a lot of detailing. Here's what's neat about these. And I went ahead and I opened this up so you can see it. Smooth here, ridged here. So the ridge is actually on the outside. And when we look at the candle in here, I don't know about you, maybe it's an optical illusion, but I actually see back here 5 little wicks on that candle because I see 5 different reflections of the light coming through with the candle. It gives us a different look for a lantern. I think it's a nice feature to have. Just a little bit of an upgrade. We've got an upgrade going with those lanterns that are available for you. We're going to slide back over here to another area of Golden Era. And we're just going to look at some more wisps. I love the wisps. Here's a garland. It's got the wisps hanging out. I just love them. Nice, beautiful green color. Doesn't that remind you of a green color that you would see in the 70s? Yep, it's got that hue to it, just a little bit. And as we move across the wall, we're going to see a wreath that is made with the same thing. We're going to see our second set of seagrass vases. Now, here's what I like about these. I feel like because of the shaping, you know, these are sisters that nest together, but don't they work perfectly together? They just play off of each other with the shape. So not only are you getting that natural shaping of the seagrass, it's beautiful, it's modern. Everybody wants that handcrafted feel, that new product that's coming in that's stylish, but you also get the idea that it was handcrafted. And that's what you're going to get with any of the 4 of these seagrass vessels. And so here we got the designers going crazy again. They've decided to put something together that is absolutely beautiful. And so we're seeing the sweet pea with all that detail. Look at just the little bud on the stem of the sweet pea. It's got the little fuzz on there. We've got the little corkscrew. We've got all that little coloring on just a little sweet pea flower. And then we've got some zinnias. And again, we're seeing the sunset colors, the golds, the oranges, a little bit, a flash of red. We're going to show you that in a different set here in a little bit, and the dahlia. So very beautiful florals that are coming through in Golden Era. Another trend that we're seeing that continues to climb, and we are definitely leaning heavy into, are the taper candles, taper candle holders, like this one here that is brand new, or these that are very elegant. And these are put together with some of our new Thea wick candles that are taper candles that are shorter. And so we actually have 3 and 3. This is just an elegant look. It just looks beautiful. And of course, anytime that you're going to want to sell taper candles, you're going to need to sell taper candle holders, so they work very well together. This is the first set of bud vases that we're bringing in. And again, it's the little things, right? So we like the idea that something can be handcrafted. And so these actually have the paint strokes on the inside of the glass. Don't ask me how they did it. I have no idea. But actually you can see the paint on the inside of those glass pieces. Nice design on the outside, but we're giving the consumer what the consumer wants. The consumer wants something that they feel was made by hands. And so that definitely plays into that. That is the first set of bud vases. I'm going to show you another glass set in just a few minutes. Throughout this collection, as you're looking, you'll say, oh, I know what that is, or I sold that last year. We have some best sellers that are back, including these beautiful herons that came in last year. These were exceptional. They're still exceptional, and this is something that you're definitely going to take a look at. If you want to make a statement, these two beautiful birds can do that for you. They are positioned on this table with this nice, beautiful set of candle holders here. This actually has a piece. I'm gonna maybe pull it up for you. But you can drop your candle right in there, and it's on a stand, and that's your Fia Wick candle there, your taller one that is inside of that. You've got this beautiful glass on the outside. It does have a bit of coloring, so you're going to see that through there, that nice golden to help radiate that golden color. Another set of containers here on the end before we leave this table area that I wanted to make sure that you get a chance to take a look at. And then we're going to move into a different area of golden area in the showroom, and here we see a subtle shift from just gold to add those sunset colors in. And so as we add them in, we're going to see the melons, the orange, and a little bit, you know that color right before the sun sets that's just a little bit more red? That's the color that you're going to see on the dahlias and on the zinnias here in this first display. Now this table is loaded with bestsellers from seasons past and new products. And so, yes, you're going to have to pick some of these lovelies out. But again, the wisp, isn't that cool? We just got whoop, a little wisp coming out here. And then look, this is our first look at the new butterfly spray here in this collection. And these are exceptional. On one spray, you're going to get this nice green butterfly with the chocolate around down on the tip like this. And then I'm going to show you the partner. They just kind of clip these apart and put these together. We've got a few other butterflies woven into this display. And then if you want to have the lighter look at this white back here. And then we have the butterfly with the white, the cream, the green in the center, and the chocolate on the tops of the wings here. So much you can do with one butterfly spray here in Golden Era. It's going to be a top seller, I guarantee it. That butterfly spray is exceptional, and it's got all the right colors to trend right now. On the table flat, we see some of our top selling rabbits that we've had from seasons past, and we have some new trays. And so these are nested. They have the natural wood on the outside. Isn't that pretty? They do nest together. They are smooth. You'll notice that they have a darker tone. So the wood tones are still graduating and getting just a little bit darker with each season for the last few years. Same is true with this set. Here in the front, we're going to continue to see this warmer, and look at this dark spray right there. We got just a little flush of that little bit darker look, and we're going to start seeing that. We're going to start seeing the woods continue to gravitate towards just a little bit warmer. We've got those warmer hues coming in, whether it's a golden hue or an orange, whichever way you decide to look at that. All the wood tones are getting warmer. I like this. Sometimes the designers, they just do something and I just go, oh, I just like that. We've got the sunflowers, we've got a little butterfly there, but just the random little wisp coming out. Very artistic how they decided to put that together. The green definitely showcases the gold right there in the center too, but just these little wisps in here, I absolutely love the way that looks. As we turn to this other wall, we're going to see some of our other bestsellers from seasons past, including some of our fruit sprays. And so last year, you know I gushed and gushed over the peach. I absolutely love the spray that they put together with the peaches because they're fuzzy. I can touch those peaches and they actually feel real to me. If you touch the mandarin oranges or the lemons, the same thing. They actually are dimpled along the citrus and you can run your finger across it and you've got that real fruit feel to it that you can work with there. We're going to see some returning florals, some wreaths, some wall art here, but also in the corner here on the wall, we have two new pieces with the darker, warmer wood tones and the butterfly icon. So the butterfly icon is definitely in our top trends. These are fun. Aren't these a fun new thing? I can think of, I don't know, maybe 200 places I could put these butterflies. Inside, outside. I would put them on my porch. I'd put them by my mailbox. I could put those butterflies just about anywhere. My daughter's room, my granddaughter's room. And so I think that's something that gift shops for sure, you're definitely wanting to pick up multiples of those and make sure you have plenty of those wooden butterflies for this season. As we move across the wall, we're going to see some more best sellers that are returning from previous years, some great wall art, a mirror, some wreaths, a new candle holder here, and this is a wall-mounted candle holder. So that is not something we see every day, but that is a new product that we have brought in here for you. Then as we move across, we've got two more shelves to go through with some new products on them. I'm going to point out the highlights for you. Two more bud vases here in the back that are glass. They have that little warmer tone. You may think these are clear, from a distance, but they just have a little bit of a golden tone inside of that glass there in the back. Gives it a little bit of warmth. I love these butterflies. I mean, simple and easy. Aren't they delicate? But they're just pretty. They're just pretty. They sit there together. Really, really a beautiful new piece. My favorite new candle holder is this one. And I said in the beginning of this collection walk that it kind of mixes mid-century modern with the 70s color palette. But doesn't this kind of give you that look? I mean, it's got that nice smooth arch that we see with mid-century modern, but the warmth of the wood is modern. But at the same time, you kind of get a little bit of a throwback in there. Great new candle holder we have. We have some best-selling returners for the butterflies. Again, butterflies are a top trend. You're going to want to make sure that you get all the butterflies that we've had in the last 2 years in top sellers. Make sure your Melrose reps identifies them for you and adds them into your order. As we drop down, we're going to look at another set of new candle holders that came in. These have that nice burnt orange or copper color. This is something that's very unique. We've got a few of these throughout the showroom. I'm going to bring them out into the light for Katie, and so that you can see it. We actually have a printed pattern here on the outside, and we have a pattern here on the mirrored part on the inside. So we're cut double patterns. We got a pattern on the outside, a pattern on the inside. They work together very well to reflect the light. Those are very unique that we have. We have them in a couple other collections like that, the double pattern candle holder. So I know there are a lot of stores that buy lots and lots of candle holders, and you're always wanting something new and unique. Make sure to ask your rep about those and putting the double pattern ones into your order. Love the sailboats yesterday. Sailboats were gorgeous in clear waters. We have some more dolomite candlesticks and some containers here for you to take a look at. They have this nice stripe on them. We've got the green, we've got the orange, we've got a little vase here in the back to look at. As we slide up, we're going to see some larger ones, a couple of them put together. These are all dolomite. I know you guys sometimes prefer dolomite because it's not as breakable. Of course you can break them. You know, if you throw them hard enough, you're going to break those. But if you're looking for something that's got a little bit more durability for your store, definitely dolomite. You want to take a look at that. This one has a painted stripe here, but two raised embossed lines that run down the top of this picture. So a nice little accent picture that you have. And then we have that same look here in these candle holders. The second new wreath that we have available in this collection is here on the wall, and it showcases that sunrise yellow that we have, that vibrancy that you're seeing throughout this entire collection. And then we're going to turn for our last stop here in Golden Era. Oh, one more thing. We have our second pen board here in the collections, and I said, I can't believe Ken didn't leave me a message. Like, I said something like, "Dear Leanne, best wishes while you're in Dallas. Love, Ken." But no message here. I'm going to have to say something to him about that. We have two of these in the showroom. The other one is going to be in Garden Impressions. They do come with the little pins. So very nice shaping, good color, but that's kind of a fun thing to pick up to have new. We have a piece of new wall art right above that showcasing some golden flowers. And then we're going to turn to the botanical wall, and we're going to start with some of the butterflies and show you close up some of these new botanicals that are available for you here in Golden Era. At the very top, remember the designers, they cut this apart. They had really nice cut value. So you have the lighter color with the chocolate on the tips, and you have the green color with the chocolate on the base wings. This spray is definitely going to be a bestseller because of the color combinations and so many different things you can do with it. The next floral down, you happen to have the sweet pea that we were talking about. They do come in 3 different colors. Here's what I really like. I like playing with it. You've seen me do this already, right? I squish it all down and I pull it out. I squish it down and I pull it out. This is kind of fun for me. I kind of enjoy doing that. So anyway, the sweet pea there, we've got this in the green with a little bit of mauve. We have it in the mauve with a little bit of green. And then we have a melon set that's available for you. We have the zinnias. And then as we move down, we start to get closer to sunset. We have a little bit more of that orange and melon color. And we get to the dahlias that are down at the bottom. Here's what you need to know about all these florals. Very soft, very pretty. They maintain their shape. Look at that. They're gorgeous. These are a nice fabric petal. These, look how they're woven together and laid in there. This is a beautiful floral piece to pick up. You've got the sunset here. You got the sunrise over here. Gorgeous color combination that we're working with there for that floral. Golden Era, it really does make you happy. And I hope that you'll be happy when you come into the showroom to explore this collection with us. We are in Dallas. We're going to do 2 more collection walks today. We hope you can join us for those. Make sure to go, if you missed one of the 6, go back. We will host those on YouTube for you and make sure that you kind of get an idea of what's trending, what to look for, and how to build your collections inside of your store. Now, we have a lot of people coming in saying, hey, because of the tariffs, some of my other suppliers are not going to be able to supply me this year for holiday. Is there anything you can do at Melrose for us? And the answer is yes, yes, and oh yes. We definitely want your business. We are extending our dating program now through June 30th. So if you would like to buy holiday 2025, you have time to still get it in the dating program. And what that means is with approved credit, you can order now, get delivery in August and September. We do fill our orders in the order which they're taken. So people that placed in January are going to get your orders first. Relax. If you placed your order in January, it's still coming. You're going to get that, and you're going to get it in the order that it was placed. But if you'd like to place another order here in June, you're going to be able to get that one too, and we're going to be able to ship that out probably September, and then you're not going to pay for it till December 1st. What a fantastic business idea. It's all about those margins, it's all about those price points, and this is where having a really good professional Melrose sales rep can help a lot. So you should probably reach out to them by either texting, calling, smoke signaling, whatever you have to do. Batman signal. Has anyone Batman signaled your Melrose? I guess it'd be a big capital M. Do what you need to do. Get a hold of your Melrose rep. Make sure that you're getting your holiday order taken care of. You have the best year that you possibly can. And make sure you get your everyday order turned in as well. You can shop online right now. The website's hot and ready to go. Start adding some of these items to your order today.